Santa Cruz Bigfoot, Santa Cruz Mountains,
In Northern California,
above Los Angeles. You know, a lot of people just hear
above the crashing waves of the Pacific Ocean.
a lot of people just hear, Santa Cruz, California. You can't put this together. In fact, I couldn't put it together. Still can't put it together because I've never been to Santa Cruz. I've never been to Santa Cruz. You've been to Santa Cruz? I haven't been to Santa Cruz.
Well, you go to any beach town in California, and that's Santa Cruz. Although there's mountains here.
Wrong. There you go. Because there are mountains, and because Santa Cruz does have Bigfoot above the beach community.
So not every beach community in California has Bigfoot, but Santa Cruz does.
Santa Cruz is awesome. It's a beach community, and it's got mountains right above. It's this juxtaposed. It's ironic. You see the beach here, and you see these people frolicking, and then above it, you see these monstrous
isn't
creatures.
California, one of the only places where you can surf in the morning and ski in the afternoon.
Yeah, I don't want people thinking, getting jealous of California, thinking they've got to live out there because they're unhappy with where they live.
Think people
It's a
would be
paradise.
jealous.
Don't get me wrong, but it does have Bigfoot. Maybe some of your community doesn't have it as much because they have Willow Creek here, they have Bluff Creek. The only footage, you think about.
The legendary footage.
Yeah,
is
a lot of
from
people
Northern
think
California.
Exactly. A lot of people think that was from Washington State. It's not.
Yeah, they're very mistaken. They're wrong. I mean, I would say most people think that's from, either Oregon or Washington.
Let's talk about bug eating as it relates to Bigfoot. We had talked about whether Bigfoot was an omnivore or carnivore or whatever.
I think people just eat bugs, not purposely eating bugs. I mean, they just fall asleep and bugs crawl into their mouth.
Well, yeah, but that's one thing. But seriously,
What about bed bugs? People sleep with bugs.
yeah, but that's a different scenario. What I want to talk about is the bioavailability in foods like bugs. And people think, like in the United States, think, oh, bugs, that's
Call the exterminator.
you call the exterminator. But things like the 17-year locust, where they come out every 17 years on the East Coast, and people during a day you can catch literally a garbage can full of these insects,
And
and
just
people
throw
just
them in the deep fryer?
and they just throw them away because they're just bugs. But there is so much nutrition there, and nutrition we've talked about before.
That's a hard sell.
I know it's a hard
aren't
sell.
into that. It's
I
just not
know.
going to go over big.
It's got to change. It has to change. And I'm not. It sounds like I'm saying this is a joke. I absolutely am not saying this is.
Well, you could
as a
feed the
joke.
homeless population with it.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be the homeless, because you don't have to say. It almost sounds like you're inflicting something that somebody doesn't want to do on the homeless people. You got to do it with You got to start off with a population that's not homeless and say, look, bugs can be eaten.
So somebody prominent in society should stand up there with a piece of Wonder Bread, slap some locusts right on there, and chow
Matthew
it down.
McConaughey. He should be, he get up there accepting an Academy Awards. He seems like he's a man of the people when he gives his speech. But he should start eating bugs, because believe me, this relates to Bigfoot. You think they're out there? You've heard tales of them like getting an elk and breaking their back.
When they can get one, but in the meantime, how do they subsidize their nutrition?
Yes, by
How do you
eating-
maintain?
Next episode, we gotta get to do this next episode.
Oh.
Up against a hard break, we gotta do this next episode.
All right.